It's not cool to be dumb. I can't even believe I'm saying this. If you choose to be stupid, illiterate, you put yourself at a disadvantage. I don't know at what point that being stupid was cool. I remember being younger and, you'll be ridiculed for knowing stuff, for being smart, being called a nerd. And I'm pretty sure it's the same now, from young people to adults. It's like some people find it cool to be stupid. But again, you're just finding yourself at a disadvantage. Like you don't know how to read a contract. Or know enough to get a lawyer to hire a contract. So then you get screwed over in whatever deal that you come up with, and then you're blaming the other person, but you didn't learn how to do the business. Or like as an artist, you're young and you're talented, or you're whatever age, and you think talent is what's going to take you there, so you don't need to know anything. So then you say, hey, you do everything, and then you pay for me, and you take me there because I'm the talent. And then but you expect something more than what your talent can afford. You know what I'm saying? And all because you're choosing to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? And it's really weird, yo. It's a very, very strange thing, because it's like, yo, you actually can get ahead by knowing stuff, right? Like, when people bring, say, somebody that they know to me, whether, say, oh, they're young and they're talented or whatever the case may be. The first thing I try to tell them is, if you got skills, right, get to the money, because you're going to need the money. If not, the money's coming from somebody else. This means that in order for you to get to the money, it's not, I need an investor or I need somebody to do something for me. Because if you need somebody to do something for you, then it's like you're basically a slave to them, right? You need to have a skill that you can use. Like, if people got long grass, let's put it for example, and you're a young kid and you got a lawnmower, you have a skill. You go out there and you cut the grass, well, if you know what you're doing, and then you would get paid. And it's like, and that's with anything across the board, raking leaves, shoveling snow, whatever. You have a skill. When you go and get a job, you're having a skill, you're having something that you're going to do, they're going to give you money, right? So, I find it odd with like music and entertainment where it's like, I got talent. Yes, and talent could be equated to a skill. It is a skill, right? But then you still have to have the skill of selling yourself or selling what it is that you're doing, right? And it's like, it's so strange because like people think that the talent is enough. And then they treat it like lotto, or they treat it like, hey, you do for me. And my thing is that if you have this talent, this skill, it's like you have to develop this other skill of turning it into money so you can continually invest in yourself. Because if not, you're going to develop a skill in something else, right? Like a job that is totally unrelated to what you're trying to do, right? Because, hey, you still got to feed yourself. You need food, clothing, and shelter, right? So you get a mindless job, and I was like, then I'm going to do my thing on the side, right? And it's like, because it's like I'm waiting for somebody to come and save me. It's not cool to be dumb, dude. It's not cool to be dumb like that, like ignorant to the business. I'm just not going to learn the business. I'm going to wait for somebody to save me that knows the business. And it's like, yo, dude, if you're dumb like that and you're calling, and I was like, I don't mean to call you dumb, but it's dumb, dude, because it's like you're leaving yourself at the mercy of someone else. And that's crazy, yo. That's crazy. And it's like, you see people that are successful and people chose to be ignorant. They chose to not know. They chose to be dumb, because I got to be cool. I can't be learning that stuff. I got to show people. And it's like, dude, it's your business. It's your business. Nobody's going to take care of it like you. I always have respect. When you go to the city, you'll always see these artists, right? You'll see these artists, whether they're copying somebody else or they're all making the same thing, but there's other people that have unique stuff out there, but they're making their art and they're selling it, right? Because they know they got to eat. And it's like, it's like you have to respect that. Because they understand the hustle, right? I'm going to make something beautiful. I'm going to show it to you. Boom, I'm going to give you a price and the whole nine. But like, and maybe it's just within hip hop. or you know, but I think it's in entertainment in general, dude. I think there's people that get it, like they know that they have to be really, really good, and they know that that doesn't mean that they're always going to get the job that they're going after, but they know that if they got a skill, they can sell that skill to feed themselves. And if they don't sell that skill to feed themselves, they're gonna have to sell something else. Like, oh, I gotta become a waiter or a forklift driver. I gotta do something unrelated. And hey, you do whatever you have to do. But if there's a chance that you can work within your industry, then you have an advantage. Like, let's just say a comedian that becomes, it's like, okay, I'm trying to get my stand-up shtick up off the ground, but in the meantime, they need writers over here. And so, whether it's a comedy show or a news channel that needs a little bit more humorous lines, they find a way to infiltrate or get a job in that where they're practicing every single day. And I'm saying that because my turnaround point was when I was 39 years old. I'm 47 now, but my turnaround point was 39 when I realized all the time that I learned in the studio how to make records and stuff like that, and just making records and songs and stuff like that. I learned that businesses needed things like voiceovers, and DJs needed drops, and people that had brands needed jingles. And this is like 8 years out. I don't think people really making jingles now. Or radio stations needed, you know, like the stingers with the effects. And then it's like, yo, dude, I've been around the studio so much, and I learned so much that that was how I found my way from working a job in IT, which was totally unrelated. It helped fund the music, but it was taking away from me being a highly skilled artist, right? And I want to say taking away, I had less time to practice, right? Now I can practice all day. I get paid to practice. And I think that's very important to see that, right? Because it's like, yo, don't get me wrong. 17 years in IT, I learned a lot about telecommunications. I learned a lot about information technology. And I think which is helpful now. But, you know, I guess it's what you're trying to define yourself as. Right. And I've always been an independent artist. I'll die an independent artist. No matter all the other jobs that I do, that is the thing that drives me, right? To do all those other things, even within media. So it's like, had I not, I mean, I guess my path was gonna be the path that was gonna, but like looking at it now, to give the information to you, like a younger version or somebody that is my age trying to figure it out. It's like, yo, you could be just starting out or you're older trying to figure it out. It's like, if you have a skill in something, figure out a way to get that skill to pay you, right? And it might be different skills versus, and like, this is why you have a job. Why you have a job. You can transition out instead of getting 2 or 3, 4 part-time jobs. Like, I used to work at like different jobs, right? And like, you know, like Staples and Burger King or something like that, or like whatever. You work in multiple jobs or whatever. And instead of doing that, you know, we have the internet and you have skills. So find a way to use your skills, and not just in one thing. Like, find a way to use your skills to get paid in other ways. It could be whatever, dude. Like, you know, it's just get this way that you're getting paid to practice. And if you say I don't have no skills, so then you're sitting on something, all right? And this is what I mean about it's not cool to be dumb. If you say you have absolutely no freaking skills, then learn something, right? And if you want to be in the music business, learn something within the music business instead of waiting for somebody, because nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. You have to build a business. So it's like, I don't have no skills. Learn something. Get a Google certification in YouTube or something like that. An Apple certification so you know how to better use the computer. Audio engineering certification so you can mix better. You know what I'm saying? Like a graphic design thing or what. And I'm not saying it's not even about the certification part. It's about completing something, a skill. And so that you have the confidence to say, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where it's at. That's why it's not cool to be dumb. So again, if I'm telling a younger person straight out the box, You know what I'm saying? Whatever age that you are, you could be, I mean, hey, if you could pick up a phone or a laptop or iPad and you can pull up a social media site or YouTube or whatever that you're going on, then you can make money online. You know what I'm saying? And you can make money with your skills. It don't even have to be online. It could be in person. You can use online to get in contact with people. And but it's up to you to figure that out. It's not up to someone else to figure it out for you. Or it's like, oh, I'm so talented. Take me to the next level. Invest in me. Like, no, invest in yourself, fam. You know what I'm saying? And it'll take you there, yo. It'll take you there. And then it's like, yo, and it never stops. Like, again, I'm 47. And yeah, I've been voice acting in for the last 8 years, but things are changing, right? With the whole AI and different things and whatever the case, it's changing. So I have to continue to learn. Like, you never stop learning, and don't ever think that you know everything, and don't ever just like, yo, there's so many distractions. They got us all distracted with mad different stuff on TV with the thing, whatever. And it's like, yo, you'll scroll, like, and it's like this whole time you could be eating up learning tools to advance yourself. But instead, it's like, I'm trying to be cool. I'm supposed to be cool. Look at me. Yo, look at me. Look at me. And you could be, yo, you could be leveling up, dude. I mean, instead of like, I don't know, man. It's like, look at me. Look at me. And it's like, I know it feels good, I guess. If I used to be like that. I used to be when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Into my looks and look at me and look at me. But it's like, yo, when something I found purpose and something that mattered to me a lot, then it's like, yo, I'm all in on this thing. I'm all in. I was all in on being the best independent artist I could be for the remainder of my life, make the best records I could be, not competing with anybody. So that means it's like you have to learn the skills. For me, right? It's learning those skills, how to make the best records, how to do those things. And for you, it could be something else. You might want to be the best dancer, you know what I'm saying? The best manager, the best businessman, the best. It's up to you, the best version of yourself. But either way, to be the best version of yourself, you're going to have to learn. So that's why it's not cool to be dumb. Don't let nobody play you on being dumb. Like, that's the move. Again, if you're gonna be dumb, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be ignorant because it's the cool thing to do, you leave yourself at a disadvantage. You leave yourself to get taken advantage of. I'll say it again and again. You'll go to a job and not understand your value, so then they'll pay you less. Like I said, you'll find yourself in weird agreements and I say weird because they're lopsided. They're not even in your favor, but you were too ignorant to pay attention because you were just happy to be there. And at no point should you just be happy to be there. This is your business, and the first order of business is the family business. It's not cool to be dumb. I'm out of here, yo. I had to share that with you.